reliable news and entertainment.
This is CEMTV.
Nollywood has been thrown into a season of sadness, a season of mourning, as today, the 18th day of June 2026, happens to be the day where actor Alex Okubo, will be laid, or is currently being laid to rest. It's a sad day in Nollywood, of course, also a sad day in the entertainment industry. This is a man who walked the path of entertainment, a man who impacted the world, who was a genuine and also an amazing entertainer and performer in the entertainment industry. So we actually are joining the rest of the world, especially the entertainment industry, to really pray for Alex that his soul rest in perfect peace. Welcome to CEMTV Jolly Life. Of course, my name is Vera Philip.
And of course, I am Emmanuel Tamuno Tenari, but you can call me Tammy for short.
Alright, Tammy, welcome. How are you doing today?
Awesome. I'm doing awesome. Well, besides the fact that I'm not really elated on the death, of Alex Okubo. It's not something, he's a young man. He's a youth, basically. He falls into the category of the leaders of tomorrow, and he was treading those steps with pride. He was setting a milestone for both himself, his family, and the Nigerian youth as a whole. But of course, life is not fair, and the best we can do is honor his memory and live, as well as he has tried to live. So, besides that, I would say I'm doing pretty good.
It's been really sad, especially since last night, coming across videos of family, friends, well-wishers who have been there and basically mourning his death, from the entire movement to the King's Palace down to where the funeral is going to be taking place. It's been a really sad one, I can't even lie, and it also has taken a toll on us, even as a team on this show as well, because of course I think when I go through the comments on social media, I see people like, I've been crying all night and I have never met this man, and I really do understand how bad that can be. I had to stop myself from watching some of the videos because I'm like, I can't put myself through this kind of pain. So it's really understandable. However, what has happened has happened. As they always say, life goes on. We just pray that God finds a way to comfort his family, and friends as well, and also provide for them, and also that his soul just rest in peace at the end of the day. So of course, right here on Jolly Life, we have interesting conversations that we will be bringing to your desk. You know what it is on Jolly Life. We try to bring you information that have sparked debate in your home, or even if he hasn't, he's about to right here on the show. Tell me, please feed us. What are we coming with today, please?
Speaking of debate, this matter is strong, guy.
He gets long leg.
He's strong. He still gets strong hand.
Strong full hand.
Because as of right now, there's a video trending on social media. Of course, a lot of people have said it's a skit. Some people are saying it's fake. Some people are saying that it's actually real, but regardless, we're still going to talk about it because it is a major talking point on social media. So there was a slapping challenge that was going on. You slap me, I slap you. Man, no go vest.
Like the entire challenge.
It was not really a challenge, but it was like a game.
Okay.
You understand? So, but what it's known as is the viral slapping challenge. But it's just basically a game.
Here in Nigeria.
Yeah, here in Nigeria. It is an official game in the world. It's a sport practically. Where they slap each other. So I think maybe they wanted to try to just play a game like that here. Yeah. So it was not nice. It was not nice.
Tell me about it.
Exactly. You know what? Instead of telling you, I'll show you. In fact, here's a video of the slapping challenge that's going viral on social media. Watch. You can see the anticipation was killing a lot of people. You could see the doubt in some people's minds. They were like, would he go through with it? And of course, he was even keeping the suspense alive. He asked for the powder. He measured his hand across her face. And when in primary school and secondary school, you say, he low down. When he low down like this, everyone was looking. Is he really going to hit her? Is he going to go for... And then it came down. And it was no mercy. And then even the other guy tried to hold on to him. You actually... I knew Rosa too. So it caused a lot of uproar on social media. Now, a lot of people were saying, it's a skit, it's fake and all of that. But we're throwing all of that out of the window. The matter on ground now is... Some people are divided. Some people are saying he shouldn't have hit her, and some people are saying she shouldn't even have participated in that kind of game with that kind of able-bodied man. As our chairman will say, well chiseled. You're going to go and play slapping game with a well-chiseled man. So let me ask you, Vera, what are your thoughts on the video?
This is the reason I say I'm always very careful about the kind of sports that we watch. And when I say that I do not enjoy sports like boxing, wrestling, karate, I don't know how you people come across. It's meant to be a defense, not a sport. It's quite a dangerous sport. And we have children who really love these things. We have people who love it, and this is me still saying, what is the essence of those games? Like, what is the end point? Sometimes people will try to convince me that we staged. Why then are we doing it? Because people are watching this.
It depends on the one that's staged. Like wrestling is staged, but you see boxing, MMA, those aren't staged.
So if it is staged, as it's been said, that wrestling is staged, aren't they teaching people something? It's still...
they do say, like, as someone that grew up watching... Yeah, as someone that grew up watching wrestling, the one thing that you would always hear
is don't practice it.
Don't try
so why are you showing it? Why are you showing it?
Entertainment purposes.
Why should that be an entertainment? Why should be beating somebody be an entertainment?
You don't know. Look, violence is one of the best selling, besides controversy. Violence
is another form of entertainment. So in other words, we are promoting violence.
No, we're not promoting violence. We're promoting sports. Because it is a sport.
This is the problem. Now the slapping challenge came to exist. I'm sure it's not Nigerians that brought this out.
No, it's a sport on its own.
It came on its own. Nigeria now decided to follow, knowing that everybody in this country have anger issues. Now want to go and participate in slapping challenge. There's something I'm not saying, because why are we doing that kind of sport? It doesn't have any protective gear. The hand of the person is not wearing any protective gear. Your face is not wearing any protective gear. So why are you participating in, slapping challenge? You don't even know who you're having issues with, who is just waiting for you to start that challenge so that they can give you a dirty slap, and then you're participating in the challenge. So I feel like when it comes to the kind of things that we put out there on TV, on social media, we should also be careful. What exactly are we trying to do? Even if we are trying to say, it's entertaining, there are people that will follow this entertainment. So you saying, do not practice this at home, doesn't actually cut it, because people are still going to practice it at home. There is already a reflex. When I see something being done on television, there is a reflex on social media. There's a reflex now, and I'm like, I would like to know how this thing feels, or maybe even learn its style. That's why they avoid children from watching television, because their brains are like very photographic. When they see something, they want to try it out, and that's the conversation we should be having. Not everything should make it to TV.
I don't. You see this one? I don't agree with you. No. Because for me,
wrestling is not a sport that children should see. Wrestling is not a sport. I don't believe that
wrestling is not a sport. Mixed martial art is a sport. Taekwondo is a sport. Karate, judo, aikido, these are sports.
These are supposed to be defense classes.
They are.
Exactly. Why are we showing them on TV? Why are we showing defense classes?
That's the thing.
Why are we putting two people in the ring and to fight each other for no reason? And
no, it's not for no reason. They are paid.
They are paid. Exactly. They don't have any.
The thing is that There, you know that not only is this a very, very profitable endeavor, it is paying a lot of people, it is keeping a lot of people afloat, it is feeding a lot of families,
Yeah.
it has provided hundreds of thousands of jobs. When it comes to the airing, when it comes to when it comes to the airing, when it comes to the ball, the ushers, when it comes to the the announcers, when it comes to the boxers or the fighters themselves, when it comes to the people that maintain the ring, when it comes to the venue, when it comes to those that are building the venues, when it comes to the spectators, when it comes, you see, there are a lot of things that go into this particular sport. And you telling me, oh, because it is a portrayal of violence, it shouldn't be, then I would say anything that has violence should not be portrayed. We shouldn't take news about policemen, brutalizing victims. We shouldn't take stories about. That's what I'm saying.
That's obviously news. And
portrayal of violence is not necessarily, implicit to asking you or directing you to go about carrying out that violence, because they told you.
I believe if you want to show us violence, it must get to a point where there's a message passed, where there's a lesson learned. Do you understand? In movies where violence is being shown, I can understand that at the end of the day, lesson is being learned, message is being passed. Now, when it comes to the actual sport itself, like you say, taekwondo, whatever the names are, what is the end game? What's the lesson learned from such sports?
It's just like asking, what are you trying to learn from watching football?
It's like how people watch football and still learn how to play. We have people who participate in football, who play football for fun because it's a sport.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They learn how to play football from watching it on television, and then they start to practice it. It's the same thing. Basketball.
It's the exact same thing for any other sport.
That's the reason why.
Because what I'm trying to tell you is that they don't tell you to watch the sport because they want you to practice it. And at the same time, if you want to practice it, there are rules in place for you to practice it, and practice it as safely as you possibly can. Because, for example, if you ask someone, why are you watching football? Do you want to be a footballer? No. But then there are people that will tell you that they don't want to play football, they don't want to involve themselves in football, but they want to watch other people play football. It's the same thing, and there are people that will tell you, oh, me, I want to play football, it is my passion.
You do know
it's
that.
The same thing. It's the same way that there are people that will tell you, me, I like to fight too. I am a very violent person.
That's my
and
point.
Guess what? Every human being, we cannot nullify the fact that human beings have that violent tendency. It is embedded in every the difference.
We should put it out there.
What I'm saying is that this is an avenue for these individuals. Guess what? If some of these individuals don't participate in a sport like this, they would channel that energy somewhere else, and it may not be legal. It may not go well for them. They may indulge in even street fighting. The likes of Mike Tyson. They asked him in an interview, they asked Mike Tyson, if you were not a boxer, what would you have been? He said, I'll be a criminal. I know, and if you look at Mike Tyson's record of being in prison, you know he was not joking. To him, boxing was a release. He said it, he's a peaceful person, but when it comes to violence, he relishes violence. So if there is no outlet for him to put out that violent tendency, the fact of the matter is, people are naturally violent.
Have you thought about what that man... Have you thought about what that man will do in a situation where someone hurts him? What his reflex will do
when someone hurts him? In what way?
When someone hurts him, when someone maybe pokes him, when someone tries to.
Which is why I say there are strict laws in place. If you've practiced martial arts, the first thing they will drill into you before they even teach you anything. The first drill, and a lot of people that have practiced martial arts, once they hear me say this, they'll understand. I mean, even our head of station, he is a martial artist. If you ask him, he'll tell you the exact same thing. You would even barely see him flare up in anger, because one of the first things they'll teach you is to keep your temper in check. You will never lash out. You will never use this thing outside of self-defense or in the ring. Even if you meet a fighter on the street and you provoke them, they will box you. You'll be surprised. If not, you see it everywhere. Mike Tyson beat someone on the street, or McGregor was on the street, someone offended him and he punched him in the face, or a fan called him out and he punched him in the face. Why do you think there's nothing like that? Or you see, John Cena, a fan offended him and he threw him off a bus. Because the first thing they would train you to do is to not lash out to anyone or anything whatsoever. So There is no martial artist, be it from MMA or be it from wrestling or be it from taekwondo or boxing, that you would hear that outside of the ring they go about beating up anyone that offends them.
Okay, so we've established that those ones are sport. Slapping challenge is not his sport.
No, slapping challenge is sport. My own problem is the casting.
Let's pick a struggle. We say, oh, boxing day. You see slap. Okay, now like I'm
each other.
Now like I'm Nigeria. Have you not seen that people have started to faint inside?
In this case now, they did not pick their fighters well. You see, when you're picking your fighters, you need to look at several things. You need to look at experience. You need to look at weight class. You need to look at record.
Which brings me to my point exactly. Some people are going to participate in this head on without focusing on the rules.
Exactly. Then the sport itself is not liable to be held accountable. It's just like, for example, let me just give you an example.
Okay.
In media now, what's the difference between what we do here and what social media people do, what influencers do? We do the same thing. We talk to a screen, we talk to people. But what we try to do is to be as accurate and as professional as possible. Social media influencers, they don't, most of them, some of them, don't care about any of that. Would one then say that, oh, because these people do not practice the profession with all due conduct, that then the entire media profession should be held responsible?
That's why I'm saying now that the slapping challenge is not for us to participate in. It is a sport
if
for
you don't
people.
Follow the rules,
it is a sport for the people who are earning money from it. It is not for us. You see that thing that lady now is gonna do now? Go and allow herself to be slapped by that giant man. Let's take caution. Let's take caution, please. We are trying to reduce the number of deaths in Nigeria. We are trying to reduce the problems we have in Nigeria. Let's not go and bring another one that we did not plan about.
Yeah.
So I'm not in support of any slapping challenge happening in Nigeria, a country where everyone is angry. Please, let's be guided.
Well, the thing is that a lot of people have actually shared their thoughts on social media.
Yeah.
Some are torn between supporting the guy, some are torn between supporting the girl, and some are just against everybody altogether. So let's get one or rather some of the social media comments.
The birthing of something new, African, Nigerian. Our vision is to become a leading and trusted television network in Africa and beyond, delivering credible news, inspiring stories, and engaging entertainment that informs, empowers, and connects communities. CEMTV, from Africa to the world.
We just had to go on that quick break, very, very short break, so that once we come back, we bring you the social media comments and then we round up. So let's get some of the comments that were seen on X concerning this slapping challenge or slapping viral video that's making the rounds. You see, in this first one, Amy Becker or Amara says he shouldn't have slapped her. He's not a gentleman. I have no idea how gentleman has to do with a slapping sport, but I guess let's get the next comment here. This one, Priye Tessie Smith says, I hate men who don't understand women are fragile. This is abuse.
I don't understand. Was she not aware of what she was getting into?
Okay, I'm glad we have a woman here.
You don't put yourself in a position and expect otherwise to happen. No. You go in there heads on. Put your head there.
Exactly.
You went for a slapping spot. Now you first slap the guy.
Yeah.
So yes, the guy slap you back. Shaking out.
You should have known, like you, because even as a man, if another man threatens you, like you see that this confrontation is about to escalate into violence, you gauge the person. You look, okay, this guy is bigger than me, this guy is stronger than me, he looks muscular. From his stance I can tell that, okay, he has experience or more. No. Or sometimes you see the way they react. This one, let's say no man to me, no bite my ear. You understand that kind of thing? You gauge. You need to understand your opponent. You need to understand what exactly you're going into before you go into it and cause wahala for yourself. But there's still some more social media comments. Let's see some of those. This one, Daniel says, it's not real, this is a skit, and normally you shouldn't be playing such a game with the girl. Women are fragile, small slap might land you in jail. I beg, gather yourself and run away. For me, I don't think it's more or less the guy participating, it's more or less the girl deciding to participate. But then let's get the next comment here. Was she expecting women privilege after slapping the man? Why? It's like challenging Mike Tyson to a boxing match and being shocked when he boxes. I like this comment because it's more or less like you challenged someone, or you were invited to a challenge and then you were surprised. It's just like me telling you, Vera, I have a social media event and I need you to come and MC it. And you're like, oh yeah, sure, I can MC. And then I bring you, Vera, here's my, you really wanted me to MC? And it's like, oh, I told you you're coming here to MC. Like, I intimated you with what you should expect. And now that you're here, why should it come as a surprise to you? So what are some words that you would have to say concerning some of the comments? The ones that said, why would he slap a woman? Doesn't he know a woman is fragile? This is abuse, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, he shouldn't have slapped the woman. However, I don't know what the woman was expecting, because this is a slapping challenge and you slapped him first, okay? So it is not a case of, oh, he abused her. She's very well aware of what was going to happen. It was like they agreed on the game, because she stood there for him to slap her. So I don't think that the guy should be blamed, even though I do feel like she shouldn't have participated in the game. So maybe most of them are right, maybe not, but that's my own thought process on the situation.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, don't go slapping somebody that is not in your weight class. And even if the person is in your weight class, don't assume that you're automatically stronger than the person because you're bigger than the person, or you have a certain gender. I've seen situations where a man would pick a fight with a woman and the woman beat him up. A couple of months ago, when I was going by a car wash, I saw that kind of confrontation take place. The man was actually trying to harass the woman. She yelled at him, and then he was now yelling at her, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And the way she reacted and intercepted him, I knew that girl was trained, and I was proud. I looked at her and I was like, this is beautiful. The takedown was beautiful. So when you are stepping into a situation, as a human being, you have something called threat assessment. Humans are also biological animals. Every animal has threat assessment. Before a lion hunts a gazelle, it has assessed the threat. Before a dog says he wants to chase you, it has assessed the threat. Is this person worth it? Is this person not worth it? Can I take this person down, or can this person take me down? So it is something else altogether. Do not go and involve yourself in violence that you cannot complete. Violence there everywhere. Like Vera said earlier, people are angry in Nigeria right now. But regardless, Vera, I'm guessing that's the most we can take here on
that's
Jolly Life.
We can take on Jolly Life. I think that time I've literally said everything. Don't go involving yourself in a fight that you're not ready for. As he said, threat assessment. So I don't even think this one needed any threat assessment, because she went in there for a game and she knows what she was doing. It's not a case where someone was trying to attack you or anything like that. But at the end of the day, everything that we watch on television, or everything that looks like is a trend, is not what we must practice. We must not practice slapping challenge. We must not practice boxing, wrestling, karate. We must not. There are reasons why these challenges or these sports are there. Maybe some of them are actually for you to, learn, have the skill for self-defense. But a thing like slapping challenge, what is the end point at the end of the day? So why are you involving yourself in something like that? Let's focus on the problem of Nigeria and solve it, and not please add more problems to ourselves.
Well, Vera has said as much as I have said, and that's the most we can take on Jolly Life here today. Vera, Would we be here tomorrow for them?
Tomorrow we're definitely going to be here. Hello.
Well, we're definitely going to be here to bring you another episode of Jolly Life, and by tomorrow it will be TGIF. Thank God.
Definitely.
It's Friday.
Definitely.
So I hope you enjoy your weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I do hope you'll join us tomorrow for another wonderful edition of Jolly Life. I remain Emmanuel Tamino Tenari, but you can call me Tammy for short.
And I am the delectable Vera Phillip. Enjoy the rest of your day.